Welcome back. We are at the final, I repeat, final conference of the E3 2016, the PlayStation conference. To be fair, there was Nintendo and there was a PC conference too.
Boo PC.
Boo PC.
Boo Nintendo at this point.
At the very end, we'll talk about literally the only thing they talked about interesting to come out of there. But for right now, we're going to talk about PlayStation.
PlayStation.
The conference of the year, I think.
Sony won it for me for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, just all the stuff they
With
had.
the exception of Bethesda announcing Skyrim Special Edition. Sony won it for me.
Just in total, the whole conference was much better than I thought any other conference did this year. Starting out with that awesome orchestra they had. Oh my God.
The orchestra was pretty great.
That was great.
Before we continue, you all need to, if you don't already, you need to follow the Twitter account CEO Kaz Hirai. It's a fake parody account, but at the end of the Sony press conference, he tweeted out, the orchestra is staying behind to play the music for the PlayStation Vita funeral.
Aww.
Because Vita was not mentioned once in this
Vita
press
was
conference.
not there at
It is
all.
so sad. The Vita's so
It wasn't
great.
on the floor either. Like there was no demo stations, nothing.
Rip Vita, like 2012 to 2016.
I think it's 2011.
It's 2011. I was very excited when the Vita was announced, man. I was just like, holy shit, this is awesome. There's a new handheld system, but it's more advanced than the PSP and everything. Again, it was awesome for like the first day.
And then Nintendo's like, we'll slap you around a little bit.
To be fair, Nintendo's DS
I still like the PS Vita so much better than any Nintendo handheld.
Oh, I think the PS Vita is good. It's just, Nintendo's got to...
I would choose the Vita over DS or whatever any day.
Hardware is much better on the Vita, however, the games are better on Nintendo.
Yeah, like Nintendo's got a grasp.
That's
on that
the
handheld
Vita
market.
lacked were bigger titles.
It's got a grasp on
They
that
didn't.
handheld.
They didn't have the AAA support that it needed.
They tried that cross-play stuff, which with like PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale and Sly Cooper and stuff. And it was cool, but they needed that third-party support. And to be fair, that you could say they sort of had it at first with like Call of Duty and stuff being on there. It just wasn't big enough, and it just didn't have the
Support?
that's not the... It didn't have that one big game, I don't think, that for any gamer out there could just be like, this is going to bring us in and buy a brand new system that you can just walk around and play. It had great titles, like...
That game exists though, Keith. It's called Persona 4 Golden.
We're not talking about stupid games like that.
It's the
I'm just
best
saying.
video game that ever existed.
It had great titles, like Gravity Rush was an amazing title. Tearaway, great.
Uncharted Golden Abyss.
Uncharted Golden Abyss.
Uncharted. The beloved entry number 4, technically.
Well, Phil spilled the beer.
Rip the dream.
Party foul.
Party foul. Stupid idiot.
But overall,
right.
I mean, my personal opinion is just it really lacked the AAA titles that it needed to survive, especially in the day and age that we're in now with consoles and stuff. So
It was a good thing for the time, but I even think compared to the PSP, it's like PSP I felt had more of that third-party support than the PS Vita had. Because look at all the great titles that are on there, like Need for Speed. It had a couple Madden games, couple ES or 2K games. It had more support than I feel like the PS Vita did in general.
The thing about that could be also that we were in the midst of a brand new console generation.
That's true.
So companies were way more focused on PlayStation 4 than they would be Vita.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because really the PSP came out around midway or near the end of the PS2, but no one was very excited for the PS3. I don't know. Yeah, forget it.
well, let's talk about this press conference.
Please.
Numero uno, God of War.
What a great way to start it off.
I was happy.
I'm going to go ahead and say this goes under the category of games I'd rather watch than play.
Mm-hmm.
It looks beautiful for sure.
It looks beautiful for sure.
Graphically, it looks really good.
I love it.
And I've noticed I mean, I've seen God of War gameplay in the past,
Yeah.
and right off the bat, I like how they kind of did the over-the-shoulder kind of deal
I love that new camera.
with the
angle.
camera,
Love it.
and I don't know. Graphically, it looks really good, but
It just
I've never been a big God of War person, so I really can't say much on the matter.
Those previous God of War games just looked kind of like it was going to go like over like the top or something, or like it was just the camera was just way too far away. But I like the new camera angle, and it looks fantastic. I like how they're doing Kratos now, like, you know, with the Norse gods.
It looks kind of like how Horizon Zero Dawn does. I feel like it's got more of a... I feel like a lot more of the new-gen games are starting to look kind of the same, but that's not saying that's bad.
Days gone.
Huh?
Days gone.
Yeah. They're starting to look the same, but at the same time, if that same's still really nice looking, really cool, you know, more power to it. It looks very pretty. It's just more of that snowy looking fallish into winter type deal season. Like, I don't know, I can't really describe it. It's definitely got more darker not darker, but more milder tones to it, I guess. I don't know.
Personal?
No, like, I'm talking about the way it looks.
Oh, my
Somber.
Yeah, a little bit more, yeah. But it still looks very pretty. I'm very impressed with it.
It looks cool. I've only played God of War 3, and I thought it was okay. I don't know if I'll play it. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. We'll find out when it comes out.
Jason's probably not going to play it.
It's entirely possible I won't play it.
Well, I'm sure the hardcore God of War people will be on it. I mean, because it does look really good. I mean, like I said, that's something I would enjoy watching somebody play more than actually playing it.
Plus, it's more it's chronologically in order with how Kratos is. It's still the same Kratos as it was from the past game. It's just, I'm assuming, further along in his timeline.
Yeah,
It is.
it is.
Yeah, so that's going to be cool, seeing a much older Kratos, see where he is now, older as he is with the
He
kid that
has
he's
a
with.
son.
Yeah, the son that he has now.
I'm wondering if it is
Yeah.
a son.
And a massive
Because he
beard.
always referred to the kid's mom as his mother.
But the kid did call Kratos father
Did it?
directly.
Did
Yeah.
he? Alright. I always got the opinion, or like from the start, it felt to me like it was Kratos was at least somewhat familiar with the kid's mom, and when the mom died, he was like, "Well, I'll watch after you." But I don't know.
McKine, what do you think of God of War?
I've never played God of War before, because I have no idea.
Oh my god.
Well, here's something I guess Phil will be interested in, because it has zombies and stuff.
Back.
Days Gone.
Back.
It's from Ben.
Please explain to me
From
why you're
Ben
still
Studios,
into the,
who did Uncharted Golden Abyss on the
Yeah.
They've
Vita.
also
They
done
did.
Siphon Filter.
Did they?
Well,
Yes.
Siphon
Really?
Filter.
Yeah, they did Siphon Filter.
Like,
I just
I played the shit
that's an
out of
old
Siphon
game.
Filter.
That's an old game.
It is an old game. I played
Yeah.
the shit out of it.
Siphon Filter.
I wanna
They
get-
did, yeah, they did Golden Abyss on the Vita.
I need to get that game for
And
my collection.
basically, it just looks like your freaking common post-apocalyptic zombie business. I mean,
Only
I
with
love
Sons
zombies.
of
I'm
Anarchy.
not the person to talk about this kind of game because I'm going to do nothing but talk down on it.
It's
I love zombie apocalyptic shit. That's what I love. I fucking love it.
I'll get ready because here it comes.
Yeah.
I like zombies, but this one is just. To
It
me,
was very impressive how many zombies were on the screen.
Exactly,
at
yeah.
one time.
It was like
Yeah.
World War Z shit.
Yeah.
Technicality-wise,
It's the best.
it looks really good.
Looks
Graphically, it looks really
pretty.
good. The thing I noticed that looked funky to me whenever they were showing the demo was the gunplay. Whenever he was shooting at the zombies or whatever, it just weird.
Look off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be
But-
fair, that could be.
But the
just
amount
like,
of zombies and stuff that they had,
I think it's an alpha.
it was
so-
nice.
Yeah.
It was pretty nice to see kind of like this mini horde chase after this dude.
Yeah, like I think what Keith said, World War Z zombies. Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
it was freaking amazing. But that also just reminds me of look at Dead Rising 3, how many they had on there at one time, and that was on Xbox. This is on PlayStation, or I assume it's just on PlayStation. I don't know.
Yes.
Yes, well,
Sony owns Bend. It's a PlayStation exclusive.
it's very impressive, but I don't know. Again, it's just more zombie stuff, and you can put a lot of things on screen now because of how much space you got with PlayStation.
The RAM
and
8
everything.
gigabytes of RAM compared to 250 megabytes that the PS3 had.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like I said, I like zombies, but just this one's just like I'm not that
Definitely.
To think, I think I saw somewhere that's technically like a 1,600% increase of RAM,
Plus,
which is a massive jump.
Plus, I don't like the Sons of Anarchy type feel to it.
riding through this
I
world.
don't like.
Guy riding his motorcycle, let's kill some fucking zombies.
If it had Ron Perlman on it, then yeah, I'd probably be more interested in it.
this is like the quintessential zombie game for film. We're just all sitting here going like, it's stupid, it's freaking gay, man.
It
Phil's over here going, I want to fucking choke all of you. I want to choke all of you in your fucking sleep.
I have two things to say.
Okay.
First thing is there was, way before this was announced, there was like a trademark thing where Sony been filed, or maybe it was just Sony in general, where they called the game Dead Don't Ride. And somewhere along the line, I guess it turned into Days Gone.
I'd rather have Days Gone than Dead.
Really, I think Dead Don't Ride sounds like a lot cooler.
That sounds like a cheesy
Because it's
title.
it's like, it's where it's like the biker thing. Zombies don't ride the bikes.
It's
Dead Don't
obvious.
Ride.
I understand
Dead Don't
it's
Ride
obvious.
sounds too long.
I mean,
and
really,
too
it's
just-
simple law of gravity, Jason.
Oh, right, yeah.
Simple law of gravity.
This ain't rocket appliances.
Fuck me again. And,
I just think that title's a little cheesy. Days Gone.
I think it's so much
short.
better.
It's simple.
But the way the demo was, I feel like the zombie killing lovers will like it.
Like I said,
So-
They'll get their jollies off on this.
They'll
'cause
get their
there's-
jollies off. If they talked about a release date, I don't know. If it is, then
I
I
think there was
then
a
I
release
assume
date.
October because everything's coming out in October.
It would make sense because it's Halloween time.
I think the only Sony exclusive that had a release date was Horizon Zero Dawn. I think all the other Sony exclusives were
Oh, well.
in development.
TBD.
Yep.
something.
Days
My
Gone,
second thing
TBD.
I wanted to, it's not so much point out, but ask your opinion on. I saw someone mention it on the internet in the vast
Infinite
mysteries of the interwebs. That they want. I think it was Colin Moriarty from Kinda Funny. I saw it on his Twitter account, and it got me thinking. He was wondering, since Sony has Days Gone now, is Naughty Dog working on The Last of Us?
Oh my god.
Would Sony want two zombie games coming out within probably a few years of each other?
I feel like that
First
would,
party games.
I feel like that would be bad news for Days Gone.
Yeah.
because you know what's going to happen.
Yep.
Last of Us 2 is going to.
Because I mean,
It's gonna absolutely.
I mean, you put them
destroy-
on a scale. Naughty Dog, Ben Studios. The only thing they have in common is Uncharted, but I mean, Naughty Dog
Is
in
more trustworthy.
The Last of Us was so impactful because of its story was just amazing.
Yeah.
People are going to be so much more invested in The Last of Us than they would be Days Gone,
If you don't play any
especially
video
Days
game-
Gone being a new IP.
Yeah.
If you don't play video games at all, you should be required to play The Last of Us.
You'd be
Or
required
at least
to play
watch
Uncharted. Anything from Naughty Dog in general.
I love Uncharted to death. Uncharted is actually probably my favorite game series.
Yeah.
as much as you've played Uncharted 4 recently.
As much as and also as much as I love the Metal Gear series. I mean, it's a close tie between those two for me. But I've never been as emotionally and personally invested in any characters than I have in The Last of Us, because it was just, I don't know, everything about it was just brilliant.
Yeah. I agree.
I really need to get into The Last of Us. I've been trying so much.
Should. My
I don't
god.
know.
But if The Last of
You
Us,
haven't played
if The
through it?
Last of Us 2
No,
happens
it's-
anytime soon, then Days Gone could just fucking kiss itself goodbye.
That's like me
because-
saying I've never watched Star Wars, which I never have watched Star Wars.
Which I'm going to go on the record and say The Last of Us
Different
does
topic.
not have fucking zombies. They're infected people.
Yeah.
It's a fungal virus. They're not zombies. They're fucking infected. If you think they're zombies, you can go fucking die.
Oh,
It's zombies.
Aaron with the little rage right
They're not not zombies. They're fungus people.
They're zombies.
I'm going to make it even worse and say I never beat The Last of Us.
They're not zombies. Are the reanimated dead? They're dead and they're brought like they're reanimated dead. In The Last of Us, they're not zombies. They're infected people with a fungal virus.
Okay.
Oh my
They're
god.
not the reanimated dead.
I agree. I
got to the
zombie
last.
shit just pisses me off.
Do they still go after you and try to eat you?
Yeah.
And they still fucking try and call them zombies. They're not zombies. They're infected fucking people.
Simmer down.
God.
What was your off-topic thing you were going to say, Phil? What was your have you already forgotten?
Yep.
Drunk Phil's in the house, full force right now.
Rip the dream.
Phil is a
I
little
tried.
too.
I tried.
Anyone else got something else to say about Days Gone?
No.
No.
Stupid.
No.
I have something to say about this next game, and it's a game I'm not even interested in at all.
The Last Guardian.
But it's about fucking time.
The Last Guardian.
The Last Guardian.
No,
It took 20 years to make.
Yeah. Does anybody know when it was originally announced?
I think 2007.
Oh my god.
It's either 6 or
That's
7.
like the beginning of PS3 right there.
PS2
The
and
developer
Xbox
missed a
hadn't even
whole-
died yet.
It better not be like the next Duke Nukem Forever,
It will be.
because that would be horrible.
There's so much hype behind this game, it's going to fail everywhere.
Uncharted 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna
There's a Uncharted 4 coming on the
It's
table.
gonna pull a Watch Dogs 1, get way overhyped, and it's not gonna be what everybody expected.
And no, Kingdom Hearts 3 is not the next Last Guardian. Let's go ahead and clear the air on that.
Kingdom
one.
Hearts 3 is the next last game.
You
Coming out.
guys need to stop saying this stuff because it's just untrue.
I mean,
out
you might get Kingdom Hearts 3 by the time you're like 35.
buddy, it's not happening.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
gonna get it like next year.
With The Last Guardian, small Asian-looking kid with a
Bunch of
Speaking of made up,
wow.
Yeah, speaking,
Wow, Aaron.
speaking some made-up language. I mean, I'm not getting racial hair. I'm just saying he looks like a little Asian character.
I know, but
How is
wearing
that
a-
racial
what's
if
the-
he just mentions what
it's
he
not,
looks like?
it's not
term
right,
I'm
but
looking for.
you know how people get overreacted. Like, oh
what's
my
it
god,
called?
he's
You got
that
this.
Asian.
You triggered?
I believe in
I'm
you.
not
can't
triggered.
think
I'm just saying.
Got it.
I can't think of it.
What are you trying to think of?
Hentai? No,
Really?
not hentai.
Not hentai. We're not
Jesus.
talking about anime porn.
Oh my god!
Fuck, Dad.
Hentai.
God.
Henny or henny?
No. Poncho.
Ponto.
Poncho.
Oh, the
Not
thing he's
poncho.
wearing.
Poncho,
Ponyo?
yeah. Little Asian dude wearing this poncho thing with a gigantic fucking bird dog looking thing. I
It's a bird dog.
Rico.
mean, this game, like Final Fantasy 15, just straight screams, hey, this was made by a Japanese company.
And if you like weird stuff, let me tell you, buddy.
I like Japanese games, and I think this one looks kind of stupid.
It
I
does
don't
look
understand
really
why
stupid.
everyone loves it.
It's
Because it's like
it honestly just shouldn't exist at this point because it's I'm just saying it's
like in a
it's been
weird
put off
trilogy.
for so long.
Right,
Like, why
with
is
it.
it even still a thing? Their efforts could have
Because
been
fans
Their efforts could have
want
been
it.
put. Why do they want it? That's what I want to know. Why do they still fucking want it? Because it got
because
announced
they-
in 2007.
because they-
it's almost been 10 fucking years, and now it's
Because-
finally coming out.
Because they played Ico and then they played Shadow of the Colossus, and this is like the third in the
On
trilogy.
PlayStation 2, though, that's
Yeah, on PlayStation 2,
I'll
two
go ahead-
generations ago.
I know.
I'll
but
go
they
ahead
were
and say
like,
this. As much as I say Kingdom Hearts 3 should come out, it's in the same realm. It's in the same thing of why the fuck are they still talking about it? But
Well, to be fair, they're really not.
This brings me to my point.
how fucking dare you?
Before the EA conference even started, me and Jason were watching the Kind of Funny cast, and was Colin?
was Colin,
Yeah,
yeah.
Colin was talking about why are they showing these games before they're not even fucking ready. Like if you're not if the game's not ready to come out within like the next 18 months, I'm basically paraphrasing what Colin said.
Go ahead.
If the game's not ready to come out within like the next 18-month window, why even fucking talk about it?
That's true.
Excitement. Pretty much.
You can still build excitement in 18 months. I mean, that's a year and a half.
But the executives and stuff panicked. They're like, we need them to see it.
How
We
much
need 'em
more
to see it."
excitement can you build from 18 or in 10 years, what you can't do in 18 to 2 years?
I don't
18
know,
months
but they
to
do
2
it.
years.
Just for
But
me,
they figured it out.
any little interest I
don't-
ever even had in the last
Look at
Guardians
Hideo
is it's
Kojima
completely
later
different.
on in the thing there.
Hideo Kojima is a god.
Yeah. His excitement level's like through the roof right now. He's only been gone from Konami for just
Because
a little
people
less than a
love
year.
Kojima.
Yeah, Kojima's awesome.
Yeah.
He's going through like a Cinderella story right
A
now.
renaissance.
Basically, just like getting tossed away from Konami or
Yeah,
however
but what I'm
this split
saying
was.
is it's been less than 2 years for that, and you don't need time. If it would have taken him 10 years to say, okay, now I'm with PlayStation, his response now would be this. His response then would be the same as it is right now.
Oh, I'm sure that Konami's next game we won't see within the next year.
Oh,
It's the pachinko machines,
For sure.
Aaron.
For sure.
No,
For
the
sure.
only thing,
I doubt
the
it.
only thing Konami's going to be releasing is PES games. That's it.
I'm just saying, like,
That's it.
if he would announce that he's no longer with Konami and then starts this whole Kojima Productions like 5 years from now, it'd be the same as him. The hype would be the same as him saying that he's doing it now, like he's doing it right now. You know what I mean? A little bit.
I mean, I suppose.
But
I'm drained.
Last Guardian was announced in 2007 or 2009, but it's been in development since 2007.
No.
I got my dates mixed up.
yeah, it's okay.
But
With
I mean,
within the planned release of 2011.
to me, it looks like some kind of relationship story between this kid and this weird creature.
Just
And
looks boring.
in the trailer, they showed another weird creature thing that was.
Yeah.
The creature looked interesting, and I like how they got given him the updated HD version with all the hair follicles and stuff. But other than like the creature looking halfway interesting, this game just looks boring.
Yeah.
It just looks
Yeah.
dumb.
But next one is Horizon Zero Dawn.
I can't
Oh
wait.
boy!
I can't wait.
I cannot wait
Horizon
for that.
looks very, very good.
Yeah, it does. I'm sad that it's.
I
coming.
like Guerrilla Games a lot. Mainly just because of Killzone 1 and 2.
Yeah.
3 was alright, and I liked Shadowfall, but Killzone 1 and 2 is what really got me in.
Yeah.
Especially 2. 2 is really good, I thought.
I just like I hope it comes out at the date that they announced, which was like what, February 27th.
Something like that, maybe.
It's
Yeah.
February. I
I don't
can't
know.
remember.
But,
February
I mean,
20
I
something.
just hope it does.
I'm excited for this. I mean, they're trying something different than Killzone, and it looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
Like
it
this
looks very good.
Futuristic, tribal kind of looking deal with robotic alien things or something.
Yeah.
And
I'm very.
from the demo, I mean, it looks like it'd be pretty fun. The different gadgets and tools and weapons you can use.
Yeah, like tethering the robotic like animals and like tethering them and then like hacking into them and like, oh, let's ride or
Yeah, exactly. Like that. Yeah, like the robot deer basically just hacked into it and then mounted
Yeah,
it,
and
used
then-
it as a
and then,
mount,
like, that-
which was pretty cool.
And the whole mix with like Indian tribes stuff and everything, like the whole new tech plus old school values just seems very interesting to me. Just in general.
It's a pretty cool looking universe.
Yeah.
I like also how like whenever she goes up against, I don't know if it's like the consumer or something. I don't know what was it called? I don't
The
know.
Corrupted?
Something corrupted, yeah.
Yes, thank you. But like the corrupted, like she was able to like analyze it and be like, oh, it's its weakness is fire, so I need to shoot fire at it, or I need to like get it near something that shoot fire at it, and it was really nice. I like that.
Something else I noticed here, how most PlayStation games especially like focus more on like the graphic ability of the PS4 by doing those cinematic shots of the background, how they just look majestic and amazing. This game focuses more on like more closer up machines that are just like much like really big enemies, like how Shadow of the Colossus used to do with the PS2.
Yeah, it was real personal, but when,
Yeah.
you looked up at them, and they
It
were
still looked
massive.
very
Yeah.
massive. Yes, yeah. I really like that about this one
Absolutely.
more so than probably just other games that focus more on the wide scale, look at the scenery stuff.
Phil, you got something to say about Horizon Zero Dawn?
It looks fucking awesome.
Hmm
That's all I got to say.
I mean, simple as that is.
does
It
look really
looks
good.
fucking awesome.
What was the release date again? It did get pushed back. That's right.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
yeah, but
Makes me sad.
I wonder if it's because of PlayStation Neo stuff.
yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, the way the game looks, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case.
Yeah, the reason why. Yeah. Well, next up was Quantic Dreams' new game, Detroit becomes human.
The game that was inspired off of the Kara demo they did some years ago.
Yeah, some tech demo.
Yeah, the tech demo.
Yeah. It looks really cool. Like it really does look really nice. You know, like
Reminds me of like Heavy Rain, but with cyborgs.
yeah. It seemed pretty cool. Like
It does.
and it shows like the different choices, like like the different decisions that Connor had to make. Either let the other android like fall off with the girl, or
I kind of liked games like Heavy Rain. I mean, Heavy Rain had a great story, and it had it was a really more cinematic gameplay than anything else. It had like the button presses and stuff that you would do for certain things, like Beyond Two Souls,
Until Dawn.
Yeah, Until Dawn. Those kinds of
that wasn't
stuff.
Quantic Dreams though.
Yeah, but still,
But it's the
games
same.
like
It's
that.
the same
Okay,
kind
I got
of
you.
same kind of ordeal.
Yeah.
So I mean,
But yeah, but the Detroit becomes human. It seems pretty interesting. And when you get a Quantic Dreams game, you're gonna get that kind of storytelling, like the Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls.
That's going to be a game that I'm interested in playing, but I don't know. After I play it once, even though I'd like to probably go back and see the other choices, once I play it once, I won't really. There's not going to be much more different.
Yeah.
Well,
With those kind of games,
that's the thing about it. It looks like it looked like anyways that there was quite a few like different options that you could really go for.
Yeah, like you can either mess up and like cause the bad guy to like fall from the building with the girl, or shoot him, or have someone else shoot them. Like it's just other stuff can make or break that scenario.
I hope so, because there's certain games, like I'll go back to Until Dawn for a minute there. Well, you could do different choices and like who lives at certain points and who dies at certain points. It still goes to the same ending pretty much. You're getting at one point and such is dead, or everyone's dead, or this, that, or the other thing, and there's nothing really different other than like a cutscene at the end or something. And I really hope that there's more than just like a cutscene of just like random, not really meaning anything to the major plot dialogue at the end, and it's actually something really interesting. I really hope
I think Quantum Dreams could do that with this game.
Yeah, because they've done it with Heavy Rain. That's why I'm saying that's whenever you said Until Dawn was not Quantum Dream.
Yeah.
That's why I have more faith in these guys, because they've had the Heavy Rain, and while I've not played Beyond Two Souls, I've heard it's really well. They have Heavy Rain.
I basically just played Beyond Two Souls for the cast.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe, Ellen Page.
Yeah.
The only thing I heard about Beyond Two Souls,
but I did really enjoy the story.
Is the fact that William Dafoe was not William Dafoe enough.
It's not William.
Yeah,
it's Willem.
It's Willem. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah,
Willem.
Sorry.
Willem. I ought to squash you like a bug.
Well, that's like me saying...
He was the Green Goblin.
Yeah, I know. That's like me saying turret instead of turret.
Rip. That's like Phil saying skeleton instead of skeleton.
It is skeleton.
It's skeleton. You bastard. You bastard.
It'd be really cool if we had like a sound bit of like Willem Dafoe like talking as like the Green Goblin. That'd be really nice.
Future Keith, put that in there if you can.
All right,
Time travel.
Next up was Resident Evil 7.
Resident Evil 7.
James, this is all you, buddy, because...
This was kind of an interesting demo, though, because it completely threw me off for what it was going to be. I thought it was totally going to be Outlast 2.
Yeah. And that's what I thought, too.
I thought this was the point where Hideo Kojima was coming out.
I thought, well, yeah, but that, too. But
well, yeah,
like,
after PT, I could see that.
Yeah, but, like, where it went to that first-person thing, I'm like, wait a minute. Because the house looked very familiar to like what I watched some of those Outlast 2 demos.
Yeah,
I'm like, so I was like, it's Outlast 2.
That's exactly what I thought.
And then all of a sudden, it just like it plays the trailer where vein black vein lines or stuff, and I don't know what it was doing, and then like a wolf's head decomposes, and there's like people and shit, and then the sign pops up and it's like Resident Evil. I'm like, huh?
And they hid the VII inside the evil. That was kind of neat.
And put that in orange to make it 7, which I think that's really cool. And then like the demo, the demo is
It's your jaw.
Yeah, it was my jaw
Oh my
pop.
gosh. I think that came across on there.
Jaw, like,
Oh my god.
audibly popped, and I could hear it.
That felt awful.
Good grief.
But the demo which is not going to be part of the final game. They just want to see how they just want to show like what's going to be like. It's going to be first person.
Basically like a tech demo kind of deal.
Yeah.
Do you think
It's going to be first person. It's going to have the PlayStation VR mode.
Do you think that this Resident Evil game will be the game that brings back old Resident Evil fans to this genre where 5 and 6 kind of got them away from it?
Yes and no.
What do you mean by that?
It's VR.
The VR aspect, but also like the first person aspect, because the old school Resident Evil fans like that third person perspective.
I think they liked it more just because it was scary and it was very fun.
Well,
These newer ones are more action oriented, and you kind of take the scares away.
yeah.
With the first person thing, I feel like that's going to bring some of the scares back unless you start going.
The way you
more-
just described that, it kind of makes me think of it being like a reskinned Dead Space.
Yeah.
But the thing about Dead Space is that
took
Dead
from-
Space was actually pretty fucking scary.
Yeah.
Until 3.
Well, 3's scary too. In a
Only
different way.
I tried. I think it was Dead Space 2 demo on PS3. That's all I ever played of Dead Space, and it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
See what
Well,
'Cause
Resident Evil.
those creatures look fucked.
What Resident Evil was doing so wrong was the fact that you didn't get all those close corner spaces like you would in like Resident Evil. What was it, 4, and like the OG Resident Evil ones from both back on the PS1 and the PS2.
Yeah, the ones with the D-pad and
Yeah.
weird control. Oh man.
Yeah.
5.
Which I mean,
You get you. It felt more like what's third
the only
person?
thing Resident Evil ever did for me was creep me out enough, so I took it back and got Crash Bandicoot.
5 and 6, I think that was just Capcom trying to tap into the popular, like what's popular, like the action
Yeah.
shooter, Call of Duty, we need it.
Yeah,
and
trying to fall mainstream. Is
yeah,
what they were
and
trying to
5
do.
was okay, but 6 is, a lot of people don't like 6, and with 7. I do agree that it might bring some old school Resident Evil fans back, and it will, but I think some of them might still stay away because they don't like that first person. They like the third person with the tank controls.
They've lost the trust from Resident Evil 5 and 6. Not even give this one a chance. And the fact that it is first person, yeah, I understand that they will not come back to it because they feel like they're making another change to Resident Evil they don't like, even though it could make it even more scary.
It could make
which I
it-
feel like the first person has the opportunity to make Resident Evil even more scary than it was before.
Yeah, and it has done that with the demo, because the demo is like it's like a PT.
Yeah.
It's like a PT, and people are still trying to figure out the stuff in this Resident Evil demo right now.
Here's the thing with PT though. PT, you didn't know what the monster was. You didn't know if there was even a set monster.
Yeah.
With
It's the
Resident,
crazy ghost girl.
well,
Well, there is
There's a baby in the sink.
But what if it was actually your character?
I'm a
What if
baby in
you
a
were the
sink.
monster? You know?
No.
Yeah.
That seems like you're
But-
digging too into it.
I don't
There's
know.
a crazy
But-
ghost girl and she ate you.
but in the
See, that's just to me. That's more black and white. Especially when it comes to a Kojima game, there might be more into it than that. With this one, you kind of understand that there's going to be set monsters.
in the demo, from what I've been watching on like Twitch streams, there is like a ghost, but but it's just like it's what it is. It's Resident Evil 7 beginning hour, but you can get it done within like a few minutes. But it's just like I think this is gonna. I think what it's going to do. The first what.
What?
Why we just...
No,
What are
you
you
were doing
doing?
something. You were like, "Oh God!"
I was scratching my nose.
Well, you looked like you were getting pissed at me.
He wants to fight you, Jeb.
I want to fucking kick your ass. That's exactly what I want to do. But
But
did
I feel-
anybody else notice whenever he said in a minute he was just or something like that, he was just going up.
I just want to.
Well, I'm trying to talk.
Continue on.
Continue your story.
But I feel like it's gonna do stuff. I feel like Resident Evil 7 is gonna bring back.
It's gonna do stuff. You're gonna be able to play it.
Oh, here we go.
Shut up, Keith.
Rip the Resident Evil dream.
But it's gonna bring back those hardcore fans, and it's gonna bring back new people because, like, I think Capcom did bring some of those guys from PT over to Resident Evil 7. And
Good.
And I feel like it's going to be a new, interesting experience. It is going back to survival horror. And I hope it does well. That's all I got to say. I hope it does well.
Boo, scary stuff. Boo.
Yeah.
Jason doesn't like scary stuff. Aaron doesn't like
I left the
scary
room when they
The
started
only-
playing this.
The only scary kind of games I've enjoyed were the Fear games.
stuff. Yeah.
Well, that was Fear Files, and then Fear 2. And Fear 3 was and Outlast.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really enjoyed Outlast.
Mm.
I like scary games, but I don't like getting scared.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just waiting on more
So,
information.
when it
Rip defining the pocket dream.
when it comes to Resident Evil, though, I'm not really a fan of the games, but I know of its history and I know of the backlash that all the fans have had towards 5 and 6. And to me, this seems like a game that really should be that defining game from Capcom.
Yeah.
That should be the one that they're known for the most, which I guess they are, other
They're
than
known
like,
for, like,
maybe
Mega
Mega
Man,
Man
yeah,
and stuff like
Devil
that.
May Cry.
Yeah, but like for the new age, for like not new age, I'm talking about like the more
New generation.
yeah, for the new generation. I feel like Resident Evil needs to be kind of like that, especially with like horror stuff too.
Yeah.
So with them going back to the horror part of what made Resident Evil so big in the first place, I think it's a good decision, and I'm really glad that they are doing this first-person thing just to try to find something new and innovative, quote-unquote, that could possibly bring Capcom and Resident Evil back to its original self.
Well, also they're doing the remake of Resident Evil 2, so
We don't talk about remakes right now. Just saying.
I know, but I'm just,
There are 2 remakes that we'll talk about, and we've already talked about
Of
one
course,
of them.
yeah.
And there's one coming up in a little bit.
Yeah.
That's very crucial.
Well,
That is true. We will talk about that.
I know, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, you know, they got another one, but but you know.
Final impression of Resident Evil.
I'm happy that it's coming back.
I hope it does well.
Me too. Happy.
I left the room when they played. I don't even know what it's about.
I'm not a Resident Evil person either, so
Farpoint looked interesting.
that was the beginning of the VR showcase, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
The next few stuff is just like VR.
From this point on to whenever we talk about Final Fantasy again is VR.
Yeah.
So
Farpoint
this looked cool.
Probably the first VR game I'll get.
It feels like, it looks like it has some potential.
Yeah.
But you gotta get those move controllers.
Man, I mean,
Now here's
I'm not buying anything that has to do with PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
I'm the guinea pig. I'm the one that's buying
We're
it.
gonna have resources to try any VR games.
You're gonna have to buy those PlayStation Move things.
I've already
So-
got the PlayStation Move things on my list of things to buy.
Okay.
PlayStation VR being $400 before we continue on, because I think it's around this time that they announced the price.
It's a decent price.
It's a decent price, but it's just I don't want to pay for a whole nother system for a virtual reality headset. That's
It's
my
the
only
cheapest one though.
Yeah, I know that. That's the sad part. It's the cheap. Well, unless you
drop
get that
$800 for the Vive?
unless you get that cardboard thing they got for Samsung phones.
That's just for people who want to watch virtual reality porn. Let's be honest. That's all it's
Hey, whatever works.
Phil just wants
Your
to
arm
watch
gets tired
creepy
after a
shit.
while
That's
holding
all it
phones.
is.
I'm not speaking from experience. I'm just.
I am.
There you go.
I think
Go buy one of those cardboard headsets. I'm sure we
But,
can make
yeah.
one for a lot cheaper.
Farpoint does look interesting.
I'll get it. I'll buy it.
Yeah. For Battlefront,
Fuck Star Wars.
Holy fuck!
I'm out
Yeah,
looking for
this is totally. I knew as soon as I saw this, I knew Jason would be all over this because
Battlefront.
at the time he had muted his mic, it was completely away from it.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what his reaction was whatsoever. But as soon as I saw that it was first person, like X-wing,
Shut up, Keith.
space battle kind of stuff, I
Yeah.
figured Jason the tip of his penis was exploding.
Holy fucking balls!
The only thing I do have a gripe with is that it's a Battlefront like mission thing.
It's
not
just
like
one
its
mission,
own-
but it gives me hope.
Star Wars.
Maybe
Shut
one
up,
day
I do hope.
it gives me a new
It
hope
gives you a new hope.
Keith. To awaken the Force.
that maybe one day there will be a Rogue Squadron game for VR.
I would totally be interested in a Rogue Squadron game, and if it was also VR, that'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, because that's what VR. It works. Like fuck off. VR works really well for like racing games where you're in a car or you're in like an airplane or whatever.
Some sort of cockpit.
Cockpit. You're already sitting. You don't have to have anything else. You can have fancy controllers if you want, but you're already sitting. And then like Farpoint, it's already kind of messed up because you're gonna be walking around and not moving, but you're gonna be moving in the game. So it's already kind of a disconnect.
Yeah, I feel you. Feel you, dog. I feel you.
Holy God!
But it does look really cool. I would definitely love to try something.
And it's
like
just
that.
a mission. That kind of bums me out.
I
but
would totally be down to do some space battles in first person.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm gonna play it a
Or
lot.
more VR, because VR is technically always first person. But
Space War sucks.
Batman
Oh, shut up,
Batman
Pete.
Arkham VR. This is like
They only showed like a few seconds.
with
of it.
Arkham Knight. They said Rocksteady said that this was the end of their story with Batman and the Arkham series.
So this
really
is the
sad.
They were going to move on to something else. Well, then they caught wind of this VR business going on, so they kind of figured they would do something with it. From what I heard in an interview, it's more so like more personal connection with Batman himself than anything else. So like most of the action stuff will be like kind of like cutscene kind of ordeals where you're just basically watching stuff happen, but there's going to be a lot more. You're going to be a lot more Bruce Wayne, kind of getting to know Bruce Wayne more as a character, and more stuff that they're going to dive into is like more detective work, like up close and personal detective work. Looking through.
Oh,
How did that even happen? I didn't even hit it.
But so the Batman
Hashtag IGN. But
hashtag not really.
it was IGN. What's
I
her
know,
face?
but not really.
Naomi Kyle.
Yeah,
But,
Naomi.
So you can pretty much be Batman getting served breakfast by Alfred.
I highly doubt that. But it'll be a more personal
Batman
experience
VR.
getting in on trying to like on crime scenes and stuff like that is what they're going for.
Oh yeah, that way you can do the detective.
It's a more it's a more detective kind of thing than it's going to be like the free flow combat, because that would be kind of difficult in VR.
Although that would be interesting.
It would be really cool, but I mean they're going for a more personal, contained story than
I will laugh,
compared to
though.
the other Arkham games.
I will laugh though if the Batman VR is just like you just are Bruce Wayne throughout the day, like you're driving your car.
But if I ever get a chance to try it, I'll definitely try it just because I love the Arkham universe that Rocksteady made. I mean, it's
Walking
I like
away.
how it got like it took these awesome characters and actually made them awesome. And Rocksteady actually made like the best Batman series that's ever existed and probably ever will exist,
Yeah.
in my opinion. And it throughout the games, it had a darker tone, and it got a little bit darker as it went through. So, I mean, I would definitely be up for trying it if I ever had the chance.
Bruce Wayne going to get his mail. Bruce Wayne
Yeah.
brushing his teeth.
Bruce Wayne's walking.
Bruce Wayne going to take a shit.
He's going to Wayne Enterprises, and Lucius Fox is like, Mr. Wayne, would you like to try some of these new Batman gear? Yeah.
Bruce Wayne Simulator 2017.
Precisely. Bruce Wayne lost his keys. Oh no. Where'd my keys go?
Hold on, which brings me to a funny point. We were talking about the Vita not being at E3 at all. Guess what was announced at E3? Farming Simulator 2017.
Thank Jesus.
Bump.
Farming Simulator 17 was
I can
over
finally
the Vita.
harvest
Like,
my crops.
I just find that absolutely hilarious.
That's very funny, but sad at the same
I
time.
Can you imagine Farming Simulator VR?
No.
No,
Ooh,
I don't want
I'm
to.
talking.
I get to look at my.
I'm out here. I'm making corn and shit. Yummy.
Gotta plant that wheat, son.
I'm at checked. I'm talking diggy 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 diggy.
She think my tractor's sexy at
It's
night.
so real. I look up at the sky and it's like I'm here.
Ugh.
Alright.
I'm farming.
So,
I'm chewing on some cud. I'm like a cow on its cud.
Alright. So
Yeah,
I'm
after,
gonna make these pigs into bacon.
Oink oink.
alright, so after
Gotta get my eggs.
okay, y'all talking stuff.
Excellent.
Oh my god.
If you start doing egg puns, I will punch you in the freaking face.
To finish
Aren't
out,
you
to finish out
excited
their
about it,
VR,
though?
to finish out their VR, they talked about Final Fantasy VR.
Tacked on.
Boo.
I've played a whole
Tacked on VR.
2 Final Fantasy games, which I'm sure is more than any of you.
I only
Yes.
have.
Yep.
I
only
played the demo you
Before,
showed me.
before we talk about it even further, I have one thing to say about Final Fantasy VR, and it's cheesy.
It's tacked on.
That's all I have to say. Continue the discussion.
As the resident Final Fantasy game where I've played Final Fantasy 1 and then Final Fantasy 13, which everyone hates.
I thought you played Final Fantasy 7.
I started it, but I didn't like it. Which is probably
That's like the most. That's like the
That's-
popular
Which is
one.
weird because that is the most popular Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
probably.
Are you just gonna wait till the remaster of that, like where it becomes episodic, and you're just like, I'm just gonna wait for that.
Yeah.
Better
It just-
graphics.
My
It just
problem
sounds
with
like
it
it's
is it's whereas the PS1 stuff, it doesn't age well. And I got
graphics.
kind of tired of looking at it.
Yeah.
Like the ones before that are okay because they're all pixelated and that ages well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still pretty common to see pixelated games.
PS1 games are very rare to find one that's aging very well.
Because
But-
it's like all like triangles and
Yeah.
people's hands are really just like squares. I'm like,
Polygons.
But to me, that VR for Final Fantasy 15, it's just tacked on because
it
they're
was
like,
stupid. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Finish the game.
It's definitely a gimmick for
Yeah.
sure, I think.
it's like we got this new VR. What are we gonna put it in? Final
And they
Fantasy
even show the
15.
characters wearing the fucking headset, and I'm like, just give up.
Not only
Yeah.
that, it's unnecessary.
That's
It
when-
is.
that's
It's
when you get,
completely
like,
unnecessary.
it's-
Yeah.
Yeah, you
the-
don't
See,
need it.
you see that, Keith? The time that they're putting into Final Fantasy VR, they could be working on Kingdom Hearts.
See,
Which is why you're not getting it.
Which
Until
PlayStation VR is the
2020.
reason you're not getting Kingdom Hearts 3.
Fuck my life.
How's that make you feel?
Doesn't make me feel
But,
good. I mean, no Kingdom Hearts 3, no more PlayStation Vita. My life's dead at this point. Just saying.
Oh, on a side note, I was listening to some past stuff earlier, and I noticed that when we were talking about Ghost Recon, I said Advanced Warfare and Advanced Warfare 2 when it's Advanced Warfighter and
Really?
Advanced Warfighter 2,
Huh.
which I feel like a total dumbass because I absolutely love the Advanced Warfighter games. So I just wanted to address
You
how much
just
of a
trashed that
much of a
legacy.
dumbass I was when we
I'm
talked
sure
about
I've said
Ghost
stupid
Recon.
stuff already.
all right.
It's alright.
So after the Final Fantasy stuff, we want to. They go.
Hang on, I
over-
have one more thing to say about that.
Okay.
Cindy's hot as fuck.
Okay, VR boobies.
The girl,
There you go.
he like looked over at her like, yeah.
yeah, there we
Yeah.
go.
We know what Jason's gonna be doing with that VR.
Final
Right.
Fantasy plot in first person.
I'll be
There you go.
honest, I don't know how this VR thing will work, but I will do something with it.
Okay, I think it's time to talk about cod and not the fish.
Phil,
wait,
can
wait, wait.
Do you have your opinions are first because you haven't talked much today?
Call of Duty,
Yeah,
yeah, Phil.
Infinite Warfare.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
buddy.
and Modern Warfare Remastered, of course.
The inferior one.
Infinite Warfare first, then we'll get to the
Is
remake.
shit.
There you go.
Oh.
Fuck,
Rip.
I
Infinite
hate
Warfare.
it.
Rip the future Infinite Warfare dream.
But you got to fly in space.
Fuck space.
Space.
You got to command the
Final
ship.
Frontier.
I am super pissed off
That's not the first time I said
that
You and about everyone else.
Activision
Yep.
is making us pay. It was $80
Yeah. $80.
$80 to at
to
least
get COD
120.
4, a game we've already fucking paid for, just remastered.
Rip.
It's
It
fucking
looks
sucks.
prettier.
I can't believe they won't come out with it separate.
They will.
That's
they
what I'm
will
saying.
After.
They're gonna space it out because if they came out with it separately at the same time, nobody would buy Infinite Warfare.
Yeah.
I would.
That's my personal opinion.
Except Jason.
Yeah.
He's the only one.
I'm the only one in the world.
I feel like 90% of the interest in Infinite Warfare is getting that remastered Modern
It is.
Warfare.
It is.
And here's the thing: like after all those special editions are gone, after the sales dwindle down, then we'll hear something from Activision. Activision's going to be like, "Oh, look, hey, you know, now we're going to release the Modern Warfare remaster separately."
This is the only reason Infinity Warfare even made the remastered. Because it's the only reason.
Now you know how we feel. Phil, secrets don't make friends.
Yeah. Stupid idiot.
But continue.
Please.
All right. So
The whole Call of Duty community wanted a old COD. Like
Jason.
World at One.
World at War.
World at
World
World
at War.
World at War. It had some W's in it. That's all we know.
I think I can understand why you're not talking that much.
But
It's got a couple W's and
they
some
was
silver.
too far in production before they realized the whole community was like, fuck this futuristic bullshit. So they were like, what can we do? Oh, I fucking know. Just remaster a fucking game. That's what they fucking did.
Hey.
I'm gonna look at how much dislikes this thing has. The reveal trailer.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
it,
it's like
has,
at 2
has it
million.
has it become the most disliked video on YouTube?
it has to have.
No, it hasn't beaten Justin Bieber's Baby.
Oh,
Damn.
still no, in this case, number 2 is not too bad. Silver medal, baby.
All right.
You know what? I would be totally okay to losing to Justin Bieber's Baby.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Copyright infringement.
2 million
Sorry,
dislikes.
It's under 30
Sorry,
seconds.
listeners.
2 million plus dislikes.
2
Nice.
million plus dislikes.
Sorry, listeners.
That's-
And who's doing this one? Activision?
Infinity Ward.
Infinity Ward, yeah.
Infinity Ward?
Is it?
Yeah.
Take some fucking notes, Infinity Ward.
Please.
God.
Make more. I want more.
But here's
No,
here's
God,
the thing.
no.
After the gameplay trailer was released on YouTube, like the ratio of likes and dislikes is starting to even out.
Yeah. Let's see
So-
if I can find
A lot of people.
Yeah, because they started to see that, hey, it's actually not as bad as what the initial trailer was.
Mark
because
my words.
a first-year college student made that freaking trailer.
But it's still going to suck ass.
Mark my words. The next Call of Duty, which will be Sledgehammer, will be a old Call of Duty, like a
No, it won't.
back. So fucking.
It'll be
Advanced.
It'll be Infinite Warfare 2.
No, they
It'll
won't.
be
Advanced
Advanced Warfare
Warfare.
2.
They will.
With even more Kevin
It won't be
Spacey.
Advanced Warfare 2. They will copycat Battlefield 1.
No, they
It'll be
won't.
back in time. It will.
Actually, I
will.
could totally see that just because of the response from Battlefield
Yes.
1 and Infinite Warfare.
That's what
Probably.
I could totally
Mark my
see
fucking words.
Sledgehammer saying,
I don't
okay,
think it'll be them.
I
I think
think
it'll be the next
I'm writing
one.
them down right now. If it
Treyarch?
doesn't happen, I'm going to kick
Who-
your ass,
Yeah,
Phil.
not the next person. Like, who
You
is
can
it?
punch me in the fucking nuts.
Infinite Warfare.
I will never do that.
Infinity Ward. Jason, right now it's Infinity Ward, then Sledgehammer, then goes back to Treyarch.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it'll be Treyarch that does it.
Yeah.
Because
No, because
Infinity, or the other one, Sledgehammer, they've already got to start development on this
You
thing.
think so?
I think they've already
Oh,
started.
yeah.
Yeah, like
They're already well into it.
Oh,
They'll
yeah,
probably
like,
be
as
the
soon
next
as
one.
They're
It's like
fucking
it's-
stupid.
dude.
They've
like,
already started. They can't just scratch.
It's an annual franchise.
yeah.
It'll be out next. It will be
I was-
announced this time next year.
Yeah, I was about ready to say, Phil.
If
like,
not
whenever,
sooner.
Whenever Advanced Warfare came out
That's a good
like,
point.
a couple years ago, they already started making the next Sledgehammer one.
Yeah.
So it's like either Advanced Warfare 2 or something
So,
more advanced.
This Sledgehammer stuff could honestly
Even more
be...
advanced warfare.
Yeah.
With even more
This-
Kevin
that's-
Spacey.
This is your average everyday Infinite Warfare. This is advanced
Advanced
Infinite Warfare.
That pounding was just Phil banging his head on the freaking table.
You see
I
what
think
you're
he just
doing?
spit out blood.
Infinity Ward, you're tearing Phil's soul apart.
Phil's in every Call of Duty's supporter.
He already has enough drain damage as it is.
I really don't care about it. Like, I like Call of Duty, but I'm not as pissed about
I'm not
Infinite
into
Warfare.
this. Like the demo that they showed there was just awful. I hated it.
Jetpacks.
The space stuff
Grapple
was
hooks.
like a little bit cool, but like the shooting was just more
I couldn't
Call
get
of
into
Duty.
it
More Call of
because
Duty.
at that point I had already seen Titanfall 2,
Yeah.
and it was just too fucking similar.
Yeah, I think
Especially with that grappling hook
Yeah,
bullshit.
I think
the
the
grappling
zip
hook
line
killed it.
stuff. Like, I was just like, this is like almost the same game in a sense.
I think Titanfall 2 did it better than
Man,
Infinite
I just-
Warfare.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
That's why I'm getting Titanfall 2.
Well,
I like space stuff, but I mean, just
But here's
in terms of it being Call of Duty, I'm so done with Call of
I was
Duty.
about to
If
say-
Infinite Warfare wasn't called Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, it would be a badass fucking game.
If it was just Infinite
Call of
Warfare,
Duty has a what?
I really
yeah, like
feel,
you said, I was just going to reiterate. Yeah, if it was just Infinite Warfare made by someone, made by just Activision, didn't even know that it was Infinity War or Infinite War, whatever you want to call them,
Infinity War.
whatever, that made the game just Activision. Yeah, it would probably be a kick-ass game. A lot of people wouldn't have this stigma saying, "Oh, this sucks ass. This is going to be terrible." The fact that it has Call of Duty, the fact that they're adding on $80 to get a game that's already out, just remastered and looks better. And
It's not even remade. It's just remastered.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly.
That is what tears this game apart. And I'm sorry, it's bad.
It's the fact that the community's bitched about it for a long time, and they're not getting what they want.
Right.
So everybody's just getting pissed off, and they have a good reason to get pissed off.
Exactly.
This is what Activision is doing. They're just like,
Activision doesn't care because they're getting the money no matter what, because people will still pay the money to get that.
In the end, they
Modern
will
Warfare.
get it.
Yeah.
They'll get their $1 billion.
Yeah, but that's
ultimately,
once
in the
after-
end, they will get it.
Yeah, that's once after Infinite Warfare comes out, and then they see how poor trade-ins are on Infinite Warfare.
You mean sales?
No, not sales. I think sales are going to be good
Definitely
just
trade-ins,
because Modern Warfare is there too. I think that's going to be what it is. But with maybe normal sales with just the game by itself,
It's
and
gonna
then
be
trade-ins with that $80 edition.
Infinite Warfare is going to have a big release because of Modern Warfare Remastered.
Yeah.
The sales are going to be good. The trade-ins are going to be even higher than any other Call of Duty because people.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. They said that you have to have Infinite Warfare to play Modern Warfare Remastered.
Why the hell would you need that? That's so stupid. You need the disc.
Catch-22.
You need the disc?
Catch-22. I don't know for sure, but I mean, that's...
I think not Infinite. I'm sorry, Modern Warfare. I think that's a digital thing.
Yeah.
But you have to buy the game. You have
to have the disc to run Modern Warfare. You have to have Infinite Warfare disc to run Modern Warfare.
No, I think not. I think I think you have to buy Infinite Warfare to get.
That's the point of pre-ordering it to get Modern Warfare Remastered.
See, I thought what you were saying was you had to.
They said something like it's on the FAQs on like Activision. I don't know how to explain it better. I'm sorry.
He's kind of confused the crap out of me a little bit.
I
think I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it just sounded like you're saying you need the copy of Infinite Warfare, the disc itself, or the digital copy of it, no matter what, to play Modern Warfare that you get digitally.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to confuse you. But that's not what I meant.
Because if that's the case, that's pretty screwed up.
Are you saying that Activision is a bitch ass fucking company
they've always been
that needs to just release Modern Warfare?
No, there was a time that they had Tony Hawk games.
Yeah, but then they messed that up.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they started out as like all the other guys. They're like bad, but we'll go make this new one, and then they made a new one, and then they were the good guys.
But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like say it like that. But I do like what Aaron said. It is a catch-22. You want the Modern Warfare Remastered, well, you're going to have to get the special edition of Infinite Warfare.
Exactly.
The only thing I can say,
you're going to have to cough up extra $20.
Is if you're pissed about you having to buy Infinite Warfare to get Modern Warfare,
Probably
buy it.
Just wait.
Just wait.
Let
If
them
it
feel it from them not getting your money.
Yeah.
Don't give them money for it if you're pissed about it.
Yeah.
I heard if you buy 80K silver, you get Modern Warfare Remastered for free.
Oh.
Well, that's brand new.
Oh, really?
Really, Phil? Is it like a RuneScape thing?
All right then. Modern Warfare Remastered, not really much to talk about. I mean, it's just
looks
remastered
nice.
Modern Warfare.
Yeah, looks nice.
This
All
thing
right.
inferior.
Again, not much to talk about yet. We were on there for like 10-20 minutes talking
Well, I mean-
about. I'm kidding. I'm messing.
But it was more
We kinda
leaned towards Infinite Warfare than it
I
was
know.
the remaster.
I know.
All right, so, but now we're talking about another remastered.
Oh yeah,
I know.
this is this is 2 of 2 that fucking matters to me, anyways.
Crash Bandicoot.
I've already went ape shit
Alright,
about.
alright.
I've already went ape
Wait.
shit about Skyrim.
I'm gonna go ahead just for a second. I'm gonna skip this because we're gonna talk about it a lot. Just go right to Skylanders Imaginators, just because.
Don't
Who cares?
Kanye my Taylor Swift right now.
No, it's fine.
Don't be the Kanye to my Taylor Swift right now.
Hey. I know you deserve this, but
Oh my
I just
God.
like. But
I was just gonna mention Crash Bandicoot in there. That's it.
I'm just
He's
saying.
in Skylanders too. He's coming back.
This is his moment right now.
All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take your moment away. I just want to
Well, it's
say.
not really my moment.
I just
but
want to say
It is your moment.
I just want to say Crash Bandicoot and Skylanders. fucking thing I've ever seen in my
Because
life.
none of us play Skylanders. We're just going to get this one out of the way. Skylanders is coming out with a new game, and guess what? You can play as Crash Bandicoot. There you go. If you like Skylanders, there you go. Look it up. We don't like Skylanders.
All right,
Aaron,
You doing all right over there, Jason?
Aaron, get your Taylor Swift moment in. Come on, let's go.
go.
I'm just saying that this is number 2 of 2 of the remasters announced this year that everybody should be just fucking excited about.
Oh,
because I've already talked about how much I lost my shit over Skyrim. I mean, whenever they first showed the trailer for Skyrim Special Edition, I missed 90% of the trailer because I was just rolling in my bed screaming in excitement. I saw the PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 4 comparison and I just lost my shit. I was like, oh my god! Yes! Oh my god! I lost my shit, and then I was just, whenever the old dude came out, I don't even remember the dude's name at this point. He came out and he had the shadow of Crash fucking walking behind him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, we've teamed up with Activision because back when Naughty Dog made the original Crash trilogy."
I'm going to stop you. It's Sean Layden.
Yeah, Sean Layden. There we go.
Thank you, Jason.
Because
Thank you.
Well, he wore a Crash Bandicoot shirt at PSX, and I knew
did.
that meant something.
He did
I
wear
knew
it.
it meant something. But I let it boil inside of me until he came out on stage, and I was like. It was like Skyrim all over again. I was like, no fucking way. Because they were playing the music and everything, and fucking Crash's shadow was walking behind him. And he's like, oh yeah, we've teamed up with Activision. We're going to release Crash 1, Crash 2, and Crash 4. Completely remastered and rebuilt from the ground up. Just completely redone. Not really a remaster, just redone all together.
And we're also going to release for Skylanders.
That is fucking awesome. Besides the fact that Naughty Dog snuck in Crash Bandicoot and Uncharted 4, which was also amazing. Nostalgia trip 100% for sure. I am so fucking excited! Oh my god, I love Crash Bandicoot so much.
We good?
That is what made me fall in love with PlayStation. That is what made me fall in love with Naughty Dog. And that's just my quintessential OG gaming moment right there is just Crash Bandicoot. Like I was talking about earlier with Resident Evil. Me and my brother had Resident Evil before we had Crash Bandicoot. And we were younger guys, so we got fucking freaked out over Resident Evil. So we got rid of it and got Crash Bandicoot, and my god, I've loved it ever since.
Aaron, I think you're so excited that your excitement just probably busted through the roof and it's probably going to touch the moon.
Don't Kanye my Taylor Swift.
Don't you dare Kanye my Taylor Swift.
Hey,
I swear to God. No.
Needless to say, if you've never ever played Crash Bandicoot, just die.
What's wrong with you?
I guess I'll go die.
And if you
I've never played Crash.
and if you don't die, please get the remastered versions whenever it comes out because
Please,
I feel like you
goddamn.
will 100% not be disappointed.
I'm not going to do that.
Jason.
Okay.
Jason.
Wow.
You're going to Kanye.
Well, I'm shitting on the stuff. I'm shitting on
Don't
some of the stuff
Kanye
you
my
like.
Taylor
So,
Swift,
I guess I can
just
see
do
it.
it.
Oh, man. But, okay. The remaster, and
I don't know
then
what
of
was fun.
course...
Hold on a second. I'm sorry, James. I don't know what was funnier tonight. The whole McKine thing or the Kanye my Taylor Swift.
Alright. So,
I have my moment.
The Crash Bandicoot remastered, and then
Very
of
funny.
course, one of the things that we all don't care about is the Skylanders. You know, it's going to have Crash Bandicoot, which means you can buy more toys.
Now, I will like.
We got a huge announcement for Skylanders. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be huge. It's a really great idea. We're bringing Crash Bandicoot to Skylanders, and also me, Donald Trump. It's gonna be huge. And if you pre-order, you get a big wall that says Trump on it. It's fantastic. It's really, really great.
And it's gold.
Now, I will say with Skylanders, I do like the fact that you can make your own creation now. They're kind of taking that Spore type
But
deal.
you
with
still
it.
I've never
about
really looked too
toys.
much into Skylanders, so I really can't say much about it.
I don't know much about it, but I just like anything that involves letting people have creativity.
Oh, God.
So this is a big thing.
Apparently, Skylanders is getting its own show on Netflix.
Yeah, it
Is
is.
it?
Wow.
Huh.
But
Wow.
I think
According
I would
to The
kinda
Verge,
know
it
about
is.
Skylanders because, like, a few years ago, like a couple years ago, my brother was really into Skylanders. Like, he would just buy all the Skylanders toys he wants. I think I think he's not into it as much anymore.
I feel like this Skylanders
But-
Imaginators is a way to keep Skylanders rolling because it looks like both
It's made-
Skylanders and Disney Infinity are starting to go away from the... Because Disney Infinity's done pretty
I
much.
was going to say Disney Infinity is basically dead.
Yeah. Disney
so it
Infinity's
looks like
canceled.
Skylanders is starting to get away from the toy making and stuff, from the toys, maybe giving their fans the whole aspect of creating your own thing in the game.
Well, also
to keep people interested and keep people buying the game at least.
it's been one of the biggest money makers for Activision.
Yeah.
So that's an awesome.
Now is this true? I've heard this before. I think I've even said it to y'all. I don't even remember. Is Skyland are the people behind Skylanders the same people? Shut up. Are the people behind Skylanders the same people that are behind Spyro?
No.
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 I don't know where I've heard that before. Then
I'm pretty sure
Who
you
makes
told
Spyro?
me that, and
I'm
I've
pretty
never.
sure it was
I don't know.
Insomniac.
I was thinking that too. Insomniac is behind Spyro. Yeah.
I think.
I think
I
I
wasn't
think
sure.
Activision retains.
Insomniac did make Spyro, didn't
Yeah,
it?
but I think
Yeah.
I think Activision retains the property of Spyro. That's
Well,
why.
now.
Well, that's why they were able to get him onto Skylanders at first.
Yeah.
They own Crash
But-
too.
But now and Crash.
Well, yeah.
They just waited a long time to bring Crash on. Like,
Spyro
you know,
is to Insomniac like Crash is to Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
So.
Both owned by Activision.
But
now,
of
apparently.
course, like
Which is
the
crazy.
Skylanders, like last year, they put Donkey Kong on a Skylanders.
They put Donkey Kong in a Skylander.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What?
But moving on from the
DK Donkey Kong.
moving on.
He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail.
I've never heard of this.
Okay.
Apparently, I don't.
Donkey Kong 64.
After
You never
tonight,
tried it?
after tonight, Keith will no longer be at Welcome on Back.
That game you had
Forever.
to replace the what was it, like the chip thing in the system to even play it.
Expansion pack.
Yeah.
It's
The extra memory thing.
Yeah, you had to put like an
Expansion
extra
pack.
memory thing or whatever. Yeah, in the system to actually play the game.
DK.
But
Donkey
all
Kong.
right, we're done talking about the toy conglomerate that is
Donkey
Skylanders.
Kong is here.
Does anyone have something? Does anyone have anything to say about the Lego Star Wars?
I'm not
Force Awakens?
leaving this because I will say if you all want me to get into Star Wars, let this game come out and let me enjoy it because I
I-
will be getting this.
You're not
Never
allowed
played
to.
Lego games.
Fuck you. I'm
I'll say this in the aspect that Lego
Fuck Star Wars.
games, especially recently, are actually getting really good.
Yeah.
They're getting bigger.
Like ever since Lego Batman 2.
Lego rules.
Because Lego Batman 2 was the first Lego game that I'm pretty sure was the first Lego game that had like voiceovers and stuff in it. It wasn't just silent cutscenes and all that business.
Yeah.
And they just progressively got better, I think, anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, Lego Jurassic World was really cool,
About Lego games.
and
I'm
they
never-
have Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. They have the Lego Marvel superheroes. I played that one. That one was really
I
fun.
played a little bit of Lego games. They're all right. I like. It's just like I'm not a big fan, but
But I mean, they're pretty fun, and they got some humor in them. I
Yeah.
think, anyways.
yeah,
The Force Awakens. I've seen the movie. I mean,
looks great. It's great.
You've betrayed me.
so I mean, and the Lego Star Wars games are fun.
Yeah.
I've played I've played all the past Lego Star Wars games. So I mean,
Yeah,
I don't see what would be bad.
yeah. That's right. All right. Do you want to talk about Death Stranding now, or do you want to go with Spider-Man first?
We're just going to talk about Death Stranding. I mean, there's
Go
really,
in order.
there's really not much to talk about Death Stranding.
It's just the trailer's
because
creepy.
In the trailer, there's really not even much there. I mean, it's an awesome trailer. It looks beautiful.
The trailer's
and
fucked, though.
The trailer has Hideo Kojima direction written all over, like I said
Yeah.
before 100 times. And because like watching that trailer, it makes me call back to the Phantom Pain trailers. The one with especially the one Phantom Pain trailer that had the song Nuclear in it. Like it makes me call back to that so much. You can definitely tell Kojima's got his hands on this for sure.
Yeah.
And they got old Norman Reedus
Daryl
back.
Dixon.
Old Daryl
I'm
Dixon.
happy with
Daryl.
that.
Old Norman Reedus since old PT got canceled, or Silent Hills got canceled.
Yeah.
It's a weird fucking trailer. I mean,
and with the one bag under his eye and like the other eye, like with like a bag out of it.
Which makes me sad. Does that mean like there will never be another Silent Hills game because?
Oh, it's been turned into a pachinko machine by Konami.
Excuse me?
I mean,
Did you just sneeze?
Konami
What the
owns it.
hell
I mean,
did you
it's
just
ba-
say?
it's basically
Pachinko.
done.
Oh,
Pachinko is a gambling machine in Japan,
oh.
Yeah.
and Konami is. That's why I'm saying the only thing Konami's probably going to do is, for making games is make PES, which is Pro Soccer Evolution.
Oh.
So they'll still be able to make Metal Gear Solid games because they own the IP and the license to that.
They shouldn't.
Yeah.
Well,
I will not touch any Metal Gear game that doesn't have Hideo Kojima attached to it.
Well, it's a good thing because they came out with a Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater pachinko machine.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did.
good for them, I
Wow.
guess.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
So if you want to play Konami games, you better start liking soccer. That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah,
They had an old NBA game. They used to have the NBA license too. It was like In the Zone NBA. It was really good.
Yeah.
I remember playing that on the old N64 and liking it a decent bit. I wish if Konami wanted to, they should go back and just do sports games. I think that'd be
That's
interesting.
their thing. They've been doing.
Just do sport, just nothing but sports.
That's
though.
what they're doing. They're just doing PES. They're doing the soccer.
Yeah,
game.
but I'm not just talking about soccer. I'm talking about like more than just one sport.
Yeah, but the other.
Konami curling.
That would be an awful idea.
Yeah, it would.
Why would you have a game?
Sweep.
Why would you have a
Sweep the
game
ice.
just about curling?
I
At
don't
least
know.
making a Winter Olympic game.
Never.
Push
with
the rock.
curling in it.
Sweep
Never.
the ice.
Just Konami curling. That's all I want it to be called.
Yeah.
But
Instead of curling being like spelled with a C, put it with a K because Konami.
Yeah.
yeah, but the Death Stranding trailer, it's freaky, but I
Fucked.
liked it.
Fucked.
I liked it. I like the entrance he made.
I think the anomaly that the trailer is makes it more interesting to me.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I enjoy Hideo Kojima's work too much not to at least pay attention to what he's doing. I mean, because he's worked forever in this industry,
30 years.
especially just solely on the Metal Gear series, which is like one of my favorite series ever. So I mean, I've got too much respect for the man not to at least listen to what he's got to say and what he's gonna do.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely.
But the trailer overall is just really weird.
It's weird, but I like
I'm
it.
interested to see what it's going to turn into whenever that's going to happen.
Absolutely.
It's.
I mean, I figure it'll be sometime down the road.
Yeah, they say like it's far from being over because, like I said, like that trailer from a report I read, that trailer took 2.5 months to make.
Yeah.
So if it
Well,
takes.
Bringing up that 18-month thing I was talking about, I give Kojima the slip on that one because I mean he's
Kojima.
That's years.
He's Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, I like the trailer. Even though it's weird, I like the trailer.
he's got the status and the respect to where he can pull that kind of stuff off.
I loved it, even though it was fucked.
But I'm interested to see what comes from that. But that'll probably be pretty far on down the road.
But yeah, like
Something-
I hope it does it because apparently he's like he wants to make a new genre with this game. So it's supposed
Speaking of Insomniac about Spyro and stuff,
yeah.
have-
Now,
The-
Spider-Man.
I feel like
yeah.
this game should not have ended PlayStation. What should have ended was Hideo Kojima.
I feel
It
like
really didn't end
What is it?
PlayStation. They showed the Days Gone demo
They showed it
at
again.
the end.
well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
that's
they
true.
still should have ended with Death Stranding and then do that Days Gone demo.
I can dig another Spider-Man game.
I can, yeah, absolutely.
From the gameplay they showed, it looks like the ones that were based off the
PlayStation.
Andrew Garfield movies, the Amazing movies, the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, the games.
Yeah.
Just the way the gameplay looked, it looks like it's similar to those in gameplay aspects.
Yeah, but I believe in Insomniac. I think because everyone thought that Sucker Punch was going to be making a Spider-Man game.
That was the rumor. Yeah.
That was the rumor, but then Insomniac Games.
Too.
But then Insomniac Games shows up, and I'm actually interested because they're good with Ratchet and Clank. They were decent with they did Resistance, right?
Good.
Yes.
Yep.
They were
I-
great with it.
Okay.
I have a lot of hope with Spider-Man with Insomniac just because of how great Ratchet and Clank is, and how I've heard good things from Sunset Overdrive.
I liked it. It didn't
With
do
Spyro
well.
and everything.
It didn't do well, and I didn't play it very long. But Sunset Overdrive was
Your lips off.
Sunset Overdrive was pretty cool.
What the fuck does that mean? Take your lips off.
For the short amount of time I played it, I mean, it was a fun little new IP.
It is a fun.
Philip,
new
you're
IP.
saying take your lips off like people can actually see you right now.
Yeah.
We're talking into a mic, and people are probably going to wonder what the fuck does he mean by take your lips off.
I have my lip folded
He's
up.
drunk.
He did
He's
have his
drunk.
lip folded up.
But
It's a habit. It's a horrible.
I think with them doing doing
I
something.
have an addiction to folding my top lip. I need help. Somebody help me.
Somebody help me!
All right, but I think by doing Sunset Overdrive, it kind of prepared them to do something like Spider-Man.
I'm digging that Spidey suit. That Spidey suit looks
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good.
It looks really good.
It was real good. I love.
I'll always be a fan of the Tobey Maguire spider suit, but however, this is close. I like it.
It looks like that Tobey Maguire one is a very traditional one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is not bad at all. Which is like the Amazing Spider-Man movie, where they kind of did like this. I don't know. It was like this parkour runner kind of look, like real sleek
Yeah.
look that they added to Spider-Man, where he had like the yellow lens and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I really thought that outfit was fucking awesome. But with the Amazing Spider-Man 2, I'm glad they kind of went back to the more retro kind of look, just straight up Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Nothing real fancy, but it looked awesome.
Yeah.
But the Spidey suit looks really cool in this game.
In terms of video game wise, this one needs to be a really good Spider-Man game. Because with the two past Amazing Spider-Man games that's been out, not great.
The Amazing Spider-Man I really enjoyed. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was alright, but it wasn't as good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite Spider-Man game is probably 3.
Really?
Really.
I'll say 3, although 2 was really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
2 was fantastic, for sure. But I would say 3 is right there with me. I would say 2 and 3 are like the same for me.
I'll give you credit with that because...
Black-suited Spider-Man.
Yeah. That game, just being on the new consoles and everything, made it a big deal.
Well, yeah, for me too, at the time where it was like 360 compared to being on PS2, the graphics-wise, it looked better.
Yeah.
And just all that stuff. I don't know. 3 was really good for me. Well, and so was 2. I remember playing 2 a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
But 2 I thought was overall the best because of just the story and everything, and plus just compared to the first movie game, which was just, I'm not going to say it's bare bones because it had a lot of stuff in it.
The first movie game, like the Tobey Maguire,
Yeah.
was awful.
It,
I hated Spider-Man, the video game.
I liked it because
He swung from clouds.
Yeah.
It reminded me of the Spider-Man
Which is-
game for the
Which is
PS1.
what he fucking did in The Amazing Spider-Man. He cloud swung. But overall, the game was fun. Like Amazing 1 and 2, I really liked.
It reminded me of that Spider-Man game from Activision on the PS1, and I really enjoyed that one.
It had well, the Amazing games for me too also had a cool collection of outfits. I'm all about different outfits and stuff, just like for the Batman Arkham series, where they have all the different outfits and skins and stuff you can choose from. I love that kind of stuff.
Did you ever play the Spider-Man? I can't remember. It was like Shadow of something. No,
Web of Shadows.
Web of Shadows.
maybe Web of Shadow. I don't know if it was actually that one or not, because I think that one was the one with Wolverine and
I never
Venom,
played.
wasn't
I
it?
never played that one. I never played the Tom one. What
That's the
was
one I'm
Shattered
talking about,
Time?
with the 2099 Spider-Man and everything like
I
that.
never played that.
That one was actually really cool. I wish I could find that game.
Shattered Dimensions.
Yeah,
Shattered
Shattered
Dimensions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that one was really fucking awesome.
Yeah. I think.
With this one, I hope it's the same open world stuff that they've been doing for the past movie games. I just hope that it has more to do in this open world, and I hope it's more. Shit, I don't know. Just just more stuff to do in general. I hope that's what it is. And the main story in it is better. I hope that.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I want to say.
For sure.
Okay. But all in all, the Sony press conference was great.
That was my favorite conference.
Winner of E3.
For sure.
Winner of E3, absolutely. Out of the... how many were there at the time? Well, I guess 6 in total those 2 days. You can't get any better. But then there was Nintendo that had I would say mini, because they didn't really talk about much. And just
much. People would kill you for saying that.
Exactly. I want to say just one thing about Nintendo is that Legend of Zelda, it looks interesting.
It does look interesting, but I mean, one game's not going to convince me to buy a console to try it out.
Yeah, it just sucks because you just see how far the fall has been for Nintendo. It seems like, and then you see this really interesting looking thing for Legend of Zelda, and you're just like, man, oh man, remember the times in the we can't apparently because we're not from the 80s. We were born in the 90s. But just look at the times whenever there were like the head honchos. They had their own TV show. Mario Brothers did, and then on Fridays I think it was had Legend of Zelda cartoons. I mean, they were big. These were system sellers. These were the thing to get at the time, but between them and Sega. And now it's an afterthought. Even if Nintendo could stay up to its game, Legend of Zelda would be an afterthought at this point. And it's sad.
It's going to bomb.
It's really a fall from grace. Yeah, it's going to bomb heavily. And I don't know. I'm not a fan of the fact that Nintendo's fallen so far. And I'm not a fan that this Legend of Zelda is just going to be a complete waste. Because
I'm pretty sure the Vita has sold more than the Wii U.
Yeah.
Just let that sink in for a little bit.
And again, that's sad because the Wii U is actually a decent console. The controller could be better, but it's decent. It's just more about PlayStation and Xbox at this point, or PC. But we don't talk about PC.
I can 100% confirm PC gaming sucks.
There you go. And with that,
Rid the PC dream.
it is time to end the first and definitely to this point longest podcast we have done. I want to thank all my guys here for being a part of this, for being a part of a hopefully long journey that we have with more of the same. Well, not more of the same. Just gaming talk, random talk, just shooting the shit and being entertaining as all can imagine.
And being best friends.
Exactly.
The power of friendships shall prevail.
It is 4:20 a.m. at the time of recording.
420 no scope, 360 no scope, 420 blazing, swag.
Just kill me.
Air horns everywhere.
It is time. It is time for us.
Maybe a triple.
It is time for us to go. We will be back next week
This is the curtain call.
with a new
That's a
podcast. I am very excited to get this underway. Puddy Squad finally getting some content up. Hopefully you all enjoy this. Hopefully we continue this on a week-to-week basis. We're going to try for the time being. And anything y'all want to say before we head out? Hey guys, it's the Puddy. I don't want to keep anybody waiting. Got stuff to do probably. Just wanted to keep you here for just a little longer to tell you thank you for listening to our E3 2016 podcast, our very first podcast, even though within like 5 parts. Definitely excited to keep this thing going, and I hope you enjoy what's coming up from us. I just want to announce right now that the podcast each and every week will be Saturday. I don't know around what time each Saturday will be on, but each Saturday from now on, there will be a podcast. Thank you all so much for the support on Facebook, on YouTube. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We have more stuff planned coming up. Maybe I'll start doing my skits again on Puddy Squad's channel. But again, thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the podcasts. See you next week.